na niema piemu ewo adwira ensam akọ so ho ema ekọ wi akire ensantwerefo binom a wode wani ekọhwe bie na obebo omwade ekire Ghana fo nyina me ehunu sede asano sikoye aka ho bi ema committee ya aban apawo no wonom akọtena mpanyinimo akade ohunu ye nyina emu baako aye yenuanom multimedia wonom se ntwani ye frɛ no se Elastus Asare Donko wono ene nsantwani mpanyifo di kan efrɛ no toto na no se onka de ohunu ye ewo hɔ nyina abrantie yi wamfa nokra bie wo mu ansie se de ohunu ye no sabepepe ene otena committee nanim oka no se wohunu se asrafo de wonom pick up bia besi wa memama wonom ehururisie na ohurisi ya no ahyase etututuo adigu wiem wonom to ko wiem awi akire ne sane ba fom ne sane ba fom fa beduru akire no na aduru kwabrane ekukumu a enam so ma nipa be se ensia tuo ka wo mamu mienu eto anananom se do ma akwada be se mfinhia dunsia so no ye nam so atwa ne nan na aka ho bi ema asam ya abranche efra no sa Elastus Asare Donko ya odi ne dwuma ewo multimedia fo astana ye no asam o kan ye aka ho bi ema mrahye ma adehia wonnom wo asen central abato empesua so ronyamfo Kennedy akompre kon kwoti aboa ohina Agyapong wakotena ne na 2 TV so omudwumadie ya waturi din se the hot seat so ama ode ato dwa se senko wotumi pa wo maimu a enkensem a abranche efra no se Elastus Asare Donko waka no ko bema manfo abone papa kosi se obeto anananom ewonsie do na empanyin se hwreme da ye chi no wura no nti no yenko ne kwane a yewura Kennedy akompre kon kwoti abo ohina Agyapong ensem o kan ye no yentie mu bi
ebia eye chairman of defense and interior asem we no mo ba nyina no obi anti menka ene. Let me start with Ejura. So Ejura and then minya briefing and minya briefing ene nyina so say Ejura, even the MP is a member of the Defense and Interior Committee. Although there were excesses, he said it plainly, he said, I'm hearing your politics, and your politics. Now, me say, me no Kuragu hospital was a bako, a canine, bako, a born her. What me na on one casa a Gra MP, catching us away MP before. But I've said it several times. I'm saying it here again. Say, and Tokwabepa Ghana ha, a more media for false reportage. You're ready here. Ebiasi baby, Ebiasi baby. And we are not different. Rwanda, media for over 800,000 people died. The false reportage from Joy FM, they have to be careful. And then read my list. May catch them say, my boss, my kunta obaha, and then bekasa catch me blame. And then make come Matthias and Joy FM. I be a muyenina. Mostly MP before and come ye into my best sabotage you. About nutrition. Who boss run a car, owner of the business. Catch them plain say, Joy FM for say, MP before show. And he almost best sabotage you. Tell your boss if I'm lying. Now me tell some officer no buy. He told me. May I told Gabby and the rest Joy FM 4 complains. But I've met Joy FM 4 and what Gabby fee. And then I'm queer. And then I'm queer. You want to destroy the nation. Now this boy should be beaten seriously. It's so annoying. Some journalists answers Obama should beat the hell out of him. May a president say me a guap boy with bad. And the media we are above the law. You are not above the law. Because of big akukumninia. And you go and report say, well, fix the country, activists. And you see work mob. And akukum. What do you gain? And then you pam you say, and you pam me and Joy. She is ashamed of yourself. What do you do? Me catch them. Me catch them straight. Mu bia. Me chiam bad. Mu you gabi ti o mu kwede. Gabi ti o mu kwede. Mu kwede. Please, and you got nerves to criticize politicians? We are fucking corrupt. Corrupt. We are so corrupt in this country. Why? What is going on in this country? false reportage. Some mob and na kokum boy no. I'm a nanny pam yenusu asewu. I'm a yenusu the hospital. Is that how you make money? Is that how you make money? Joy FM. Obviously, so I can take you people on. What would you so neighbor? What would you pass it? Meaning say Edia Yakupon or the Makoshe. Can't see me the joy from interior defense
because of that the committee.
No, but and yet this one I'm not going to talk about why, because we're supposed to go there on Monday and the Akosha Thursday. So I will not talk about that yet. But I'm fully briefed on Ejura. Complete lies, complete false reportage. How many people? If not timely intervention about gifting one Kasakran Udim. Let me tell you, there's a lady called Gifty, minimum very well, Kumasi Mikwe Jurani, very active in Jura politics. I think she contested with the MCE for a and woman farmer. This Kaka was supporting Gift. And he did grown friend Gifty, whatever. The nickname often go on where he initial support to Gift. And he near MPPI a yano or chat no account near MPPI and yano the MCs or near no account. It took that lady to go and intervene. Said no, Omunya Butremi. What you say? Because I want to create the impression say MC, MC, supporters. And they coerce Ekokum guy. Where from? And he is kind of poor, we are saying. And he is kind of poor, we are saying. You guys have to be careful.
I know someone to committee and Monday a Jimano.
May say, Joy from only a fake.
Young committee.
Only a corrupt. Me na ka Mr. One Kasa boss. Eba have a catch and say, Joy FM forcing and show woman behind. And that is exactly what we are doing. Who boss never kind? Oh boss, the owner of the business, was here. Men can't your time or baha. Or by say, Emron Kasa 45 kilometers radius. Now me a chairman of the communication committee. To Oban or Neme Kasa say, young na extend na investment. Obiya here will limit you to 45 kilometers now. Hey, when you finish, he told me, what's your contact? Yeah, moving here now, boys. One million pounds, someone show me. That is exactly what we are doing. So Ghana for Nima, me woman, joyful. Oh, we are very corrupt. But you know, who are Adam, who are your friend is back on Asempa. Anyway, so you cannot say multimedia.
Yeah.
You can't. Because we are monitoring all the three. Now we are greedy bastards. Joyful. Musika amunya, uhe manasa nomo, obi obefiri obi are greed, corrupt. What nerves do you have even to criticize somebody in this country? Check your home. We are Joy FM near check your home. How corrupt you are. Abu be Ghana, ebe kumutiriso. There's a Ghana say, who is that Joy FM will be there to make those fake news. You will not be there. You will not be spared. All of us are not going to be spared. Maybe because Central African Republic.
Mr. Speaker, my basis is on the conduct of the said member on his own television network, which has caused another network, Joy FM, to refer him to the CID for investigation. Mr. Speaker, the letter from Multimedia to the CID quotes what he said on his show. Mr. Speaker, I also have a copy of the said program as attached to the petition sent to the CID. And this letter by Multimedia is dated July 13, 2021, where he is copiously referred to as the chairman of the Committee of Defense and Interior. And, Mr. Speaker, for those utterances to be attributed to the committee chairman of this House, Mr. Speaker, I think it calls for the attention of this House, for the chairman of the Committee of Defense and Interior to go public and urge that the president, the commander-in-chief, beats people, physically assaults people. He says, and I quote, Mr. Speaker, that if he were the president of Ghana, he would have ensured that the said journalist, Erastus Asaridonko, is beaten mercilessly. Mr. Speaker, he says that, in fact, Erastus Asaridonko should be beaten seriously. And, Mr. Speaker, this comes in the wake of another such utterances he made in relation to Ahmed Swale, which led, in the view of some people, to the identity of Ahmed Swale being compromised and eventually murdered. Mr. Speaker, I think that as a former journalist, I feel obliged, Mr. Speaker, to draw the House's attention to this conduct of an honorable colleague of this House, which in my view, brings this House into disrepute. And so, Mr. Speaker, I urge you to exercise your powers under 27 and refer this conduct of the honorable member, which is becoming unacceptable, to the Privileges Committee to ascertain the veracity of the comments that were made and recommend sanctions, if possible, that will act as deterrent for future, outings of the honorable member and other members who may be tempted to act like him.
Honorable members, this motion, as rightly stated, comes under Order 78A, and they are, it being an interruption, is also covered under Order 91B. Because interruptions are matters of point of order. And so, to interrupt the work flow of the House, you need to refer to that order too. And that order deals with matter of privilege suddenly arising. Well, as to whether it suddenly arose is an issue. But the House's attention is drawn to the conduct of one of our members. And under Order 27, which I want to quote in extenso, it says, notwithstanding anything contained in these orders, Mr. Speaker may refer any questions of privilege to the Committee of Privileges for examination, investigation, and report. Notwithstanding anything contained in these orders. In spite of the word notwithstanding, the Speaker is given the discretion, says may refer any questions of privilege. I think that is why the honorable member is seeking my intervention to refer the matter to the Privileges Committee. This is my first time of hearing this matter. As it is now, I am compelled to refer it to the Privileges Committee. I want to emphasize that it's the House that will take the decision. It's not the Speaker, and it's not any other person apart from the House. That will be your collective wisdom that will come to the conclusion whether what is alleged is just a mere allegation or is supported by facts, and whether those facts really do constitute contempt of the House and abuse of a privilege of members. It's important for me to emphasize here that the privilege and immunity of free speech applies in full force in plenary sessions and committee sessions, not when members are outside debating issues or on radio or TV. You don't have that right, that privilege, that immunity to just say anything because you are a member of parliament. Not at all. We are not above the law. It's for good reason, because you represent a large number of people. You should be given the full immunity to be able to say what the people say they want you to say. That is why you say it here, and you are covered. That immunity doesn't extend to you in the market square or anywhere, just saying anything because you think you are a member of parliament. It doesn't apply at all. So please, the committee should go into the matter, submit the report, and I want to urge the House to do this as a House. It was something that affects the whole House, including all members. And I, as Speaker, the representative of the House, when it deals with the image, the majesty, the reputation of the House, I have an interest. So please, I'm happy that the committee is chaired by no less a person than the first Deputy